What do you get when you mix the children of a risk-taking parent, a loose tooth, and a mini motorcycle? A recipe for some of the oddest family dentistry ever caught on camera.
You know, I have all these cameras laying around, so I was like, might as well put them to use.
Dave England of Ojai, California has 2 children, 10-year-old Ruby and 7-year-old Rowan, who have been at it since Dave can remember.
You know, they're just like your classic siblings. You know, they're always bickering over something, and always out doing something, always up to some little mischief, and they're good kids though. Yeah.
If you think Dave's face may look familiar, it's because he's one of the guys in the cast of the Jackass movie franchise.
What we do on Jackass isn't for little kids, so having 2 little kids, I don't let them watch it in its entirety. But Seth, the editor over at Jackass, he puts together little clips that are, safe enough, I feel, for them to see.
One clip, featuring cast member Aaron McGahee, grabs the kids' attention and never lets go.
Stoked?
This one stunt where they pull Aaron's tooth out with like a hot rod or something, and I thought it'd be real funny if we did a motorcycle video.
And as fate has it, Rowan happens to be at an age where loose teeth are in abundance.
When Rowan's front tooth became loose, Ruby really wanted to do it, and I wasn't sure about it, so I pulled that out with a string and kind of imagined what that would be like to be pulled out by a motorcycle. And it really didn't seem that bad. It came out pretty easily, and as long as you get the motion going to the right directions.
I saw the video of my dad pulling it out like that, and it made a crazy noise, and I was like, wait a minute, motorcycle? I'm like, we should pull his tooth out with a motorcycle.
Of course! Who wouldn't think of that?
It's a huge face now.
My dad was standing right there, and I was like, Dad, we should do it.
When the next tooth over became loose, I was like, you got it. Let's see what you can do.
Ruby hatches her scheme with Dad's approval. But what about Rowan? He is the guinea pig after all.
I wanted to do it, but when we were gonna, I felt a little scared. You don't want to think about it too much.
With 3 cameras rolling, Ruby ties a string around her brother's loose baby tooth. But not without Rowan getting in a verbal jab or 2.
Lean back and open your mouth. I know how to tie. Yes, I do. And your hand tastes disgusting. I'm not gonna touch your mouth. Open up. I can't see. Lean backwards. Your breath stinks. Lean backwards. Your breath stinks. Lean backwards. I'll hold my breath.
Rowan reels in anticipation. Ruby revs up the engine and lets her rip.
I hurt just a little bit.
The pint-sized stunt is executed to perfection, except for one minor detail.
Well, it got lost in the gravel.
The loose tooth flies from Rowan's mouth, landing, well, no one is quite sure where it lands.
We didn't know if it was in the driveway or it flew onto the side, but it was probably in front by the gravel. So I thought that I was probably gonna find it, but I didn't.
There was a little lack of foresight there where, where the tooth would be left is all the gravel. I didn't really think that one through. It was I just kind of was thinking, where's a good place for her to take off on the motorcycle, and then we could not find the tooth, and that's kind of unfortunate.
As far as Rowan is concerned, he has some explaining to do to a certain dental pixie.
Dear Tooth Fairy, I am sorry I lost my tooth from a motorcycle. Well, to make up for that, I just wrote a note to the Tooth Fairy, so I would still get the money, probably, but I still did.
After viewing the video, one can't help but notice that, at least in this instance, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Still, Dave insists that the bumps and bruises he's taken on Jackass have had a reverse effect on Ruby and Rowan.
They're more cautious than the average kid because they see me coming home all beat up all the time, and they're like, they don't want to end up like that,
Well, hold on to that thought, Dave, because according to your kids, they're not through yet.
We're trying to make a kids TV show. It's not going to be named Jackass Jr., but it's kind of like that. and it's like safe stunts, but like pulling pranks on people, and we really want to start that show, but we haven't been able to yet.